Hello friends and welcome to Shadowfax Games. I'm playing Memoriapolis, so I think we're pretty much set to go on to the new age unless I just want to get my last cultural buildings in. And I'm considering it. So it's been a little bit since I actually played because I tend to record these in groups. So yeah, let's look at our building tree. Not our building tree, our cultural buildings. Which is also a building tree, but, you know. So that's, yeah, that's something different. So Oxford University... So I think it's just the wheelwright? Nope, wheelwright's unlocked. So just the cemetery and the abbey? Church, cemetery, and abbey, I think? And the rest are just, not wonders. They're not called anymore monuments. Yep. And I also haven't unlocked a lot of them. I have built my service buildings. So we're a little short on people, so that's what we need to get that going. Exchange request. Merchant's faction wants to take control of a district owned by the Order of Knights. Yep, let's do it. Church. Alright, so is this religious over here? I think this is. But we were also trying to provide room to kind of keep things growing. Alright, so we want to increase belonging. And let's go for health. Yeah, this is a religious over here, kind of, with these other two as well, some military. And some merchants. And do I have a farm over here? Okay. I don't remember why I built a farm there, but, you know, yeah. Seems to be okay. Got a cut in camp. It's nearly cut down this whole area. So I need to find some more dense forest to cut down, like over here. Brotherhood of Scholars wants to take control of the district owned by Guardians of the Law. Yep, so, yep, let's just finalize that. So what's after the church? Well, it needs to be built first. It is built. It's the cemetery, right? Yep, it's the cemetery, and then the abbey. Then I think that's everything except for monuments. I think we built everything else. So what do we need for the abbey and the cemetery? is the Abbey, right? I'm not just making that up. No, it's the cemetery, then the Abbey. Okay. So what do we need for the cemetery, then? 128 workers. We're at 123, so we'll be there pretty quickly. And we're not on the massive time crunch that the previous version of this game had you on all the time. Alright, so let's boost health, belonging, and solid equity. Right, we've got something running out. Hang on. What do we got shutting down here? A small quarry. That's clay, right? So we'll go ahead and demolish that. And put in a new one. Probably right in here, I think. We have plenty of clay, and our brick reserves are getting close to full, so we're not in any danger of running out, but might as well keep it going. I think now I can probably actually put in my last cultural building. Or not. I thought maybe I'd recovered enough workers from that. Guess not. Food-wise, how are we doing? We've got a positive output of 90-some. So, can't complain about that. What did I just do? Did I decrease its size? It looked like I decreased its size. That's bizarre. I think I hit the wrong button. No, I didn't. That was just... yeah, for some reason the radius shrinks when it goes into build mode. What's going on? We've got a fire. Where's our fire? Over here. Protect from incidents. Let's give this a try. Yep. Nope, didn't do anything. Well, that's unfortunate. Improve this. So we want this to level 5. We have another quarry over here, which has, well, not much clay left. Maybe if it survives a bit, we can take it to the next level. Yeah. But I really want to get my last cultural building in, which I believe is going to be the Abbey. Okay, private meeting. The Brotherhood of Faith faction shares its concerns with you. It believes that your actions may create unnecessary tension. I'm going to reassure them. Okay, so let's get this Abbey built. I'm kind of blocking in the military faction and the merchant faction. That's okay. Yeah, so we definitely want safety, belonging, and let's do scholarship. Let's get that built, and I'll just make sure whether that last one is a service building or whether it's purely decorative before we go on to our next stage. I doubt it's a service building. This is at level 5 now, and no way to improve. The council, a few cycles ago, the council met to propose a law. You have the power to accept or reject it. It reduces security requirements by 15%. Yeah, let's accept it. Make sure we're doing okay on food. I think it's time to go to the next stage so we can level up our farms. I think that's what I need to get done. Yeah, so that's a monument that got unlocked just now. And then there were service buildings. And just want to see. So we come down this way. Yeah, so why are these still locked? I built the Residentia. So I'm curious why those are still locked. Maybe it has to do with the trust in the faction. Yeah, interesting. Oxford University. Yep. Oh well. Let's go on to our next stage. Actually, before that, this small mine. Switch it to iron. And we may need to deal with our gold issue here. But let's go to the next stage and then we can deal with that. Complete the Middle Ages achievement I just got. Alright, your destiny. We haven't discovered any ruins, and I'm not even sure they're a thing anymore in this build of the game. So, research speed. Let's do active know-how slots. Yep, I'm okay with that. Just let them take that district. Okay, appearances. These, oh, now there's ruins. Okay, these buildings may naturally appear around the city from the Renaissance onward. Okay, that makes sense. So you only find ruins later in the game, which does make sense. So that's different than what it was. So I should have taken the ruins thing. All right. Thank you for that. Understood. All right. So let's look at our research. So small farm, we want this as quickly as possible. Then I want not that quite yet. Not the architectural office. Oh, no, are we done with surveyors' cabins? Yes, we are. Okay. So, the next thing is we need to get through the Renaissance to the Age of Enlightenment so we can start reforesting and, getting new minerals in. I don't know how that works, but, yeah, so basically we can make our resources renewable. So in the meantime, let's do the architectural office and the small farm. Let's do cut-in camps and quarries to start with. Am I just missing quarries? Nope. Quarries, okay. Let's do the, so we've got the architectural office, which, by the way, I don't even know if I actually upgraded it after my last research. Yep, then, carpentry and stonemason. And not charcoal kiln yet, but we'll get there. We will need it pretty quickly. In fact, we might need it almost immediately. No, we need lime almost immediately. Okay. What do we've got? New cultural buildings. So, what I think I'm going to do... Actually... Oh, are proximity buildings no good anymore? I think... Yeah, I think we don't need to worry about proximity anymore, right? I think we just have the whole map now. So, I'm going to go into my building manager. And let's destroy our surveyor's cabins. And that way we'll recover some resources and, more importantly, workers. And that gives us a lot more freedom for where we can build. As well as clearing up some extra space. Yep, so that's why we don't need proximity buildings anymore. We've unlocked basically the entire map to build in. We don't need the security radius anymore. Do we have a fire going on there? It kind of looked like it. I did build a lot of these. Okay, so that should recover a fair amount of our workforce. And also give me freedom to start just cutting trees anywhere. So yeah, on that note, let's take a look at our production camps. We will need to worry about food fairly quickly. I'm hoping to be able to level up my camps, my farms, fairly soonish. Let's get, I'm gonna just build over that forest, and I'm gonna cut down these trees. Well, actually, let's look at how many... we want production only. Wood. Reserve full, we've got 3 at level 5, I'll just leave them be, but this is where I'll start cutting new wood. We do have a building that's empty, so let's fix iron and gold. Also, ruin has been discovered. Discovery of a ruin will become archivum once restored. What does search do? 2 know-how slots, okay. Let's go into know-how and see what we're doing here. These are all locked, though. So we can't... I mean, we could go back and put in some other know-hows. But yeah, we'll just search that building. Alright, yeah, so I was gonna try to fix gold production, gold and iron production. So let's look at iron. Yeah, no. 3 small mines. Level 2, 1 at level 1. Let's go ahead and improve that. Then just give me an idea of how the others are doing. Don't have much left. Don't have much left. Okay. Okay for now, though, because we have a backlog of iron. Gold is going to be different. We have no gold mines right now, so yeah, that's our biggest fix right now. Nope, not the gold beater. We need the mine. Gonna set it right on top here. I could try to clear out a little bit of gold here and here, but I think I'm just gonna take these nice spots with tons of gold, since we're not too worried about our security radius anymore. Okay, we've got another building that's out of resources. Cutting camp. Alright, so demolish this, and I want a nice big grove of trees for it, which I think is right in here. Yeah, we'll just kind of start here and into these forests. What am I thinking? Yeah. We've got plenty of forest down here as well. Got a fire going on. Hopefully won't be too bad. Okay, small farm unlocked. So our next level is unlocked. And we can improve those right away. This will need more gold. Sorry. Iron. Where'd my other iron mine go? Improve. Thank you. Okay, we'll need to wait for more gold to improve our food production. Architectural office unlocked. Yep. It's not the architectural office. Here it is. We'll need some these new resources before we can upgrade that. Okay, who's missing stuff? Let's get some stone. Nope. Oops. Yep, stone. Alright, yep, let's get a tiny bit of stone. And you're doing iron. Okay, and then we've got a new, it's probably the same one. Yep, let's go ahead and demolish that. And try to build it in closer. Problem is, oh, so it's hard to see the clay with that overlay there. Oh, that's out of the map. There's some clay in there. Are we running out of clay? Oh no, we got tons of clay. And stone and sand as well. Yep. Okay, let's get that gold going. There, another one. Gold. Let's improve this quarry. And as building cutting camp here, we need to keep improving that. We need to improve our farms. Property rights belonging to the Guardians of Knowledge faction have allegedly been stolen by the King's Army faction. At least that is what the Guardians of Knowledge faction claims, since the King's Army asserts that it has acquired these rights legally. Make the investigation a priority. Yeah, let's make the investigation a priority. Okay, so we were going to improve this. Improve. Okay, so we've got our next level of cut-in camps, which will probably need some of the newer resources to actually unlock, would be my guess. Okay, let's take a look at research. That's not research. Okay, we've got carpentry and stonemasons, then let's get the lime kiln. And the charcoal kiln. So we can start getting those done. Level 4, level 3. Need more gold. Yep, probably. I will, finalize, that's fine. Okay, we've got some festivals going on. I like it. What is this building shut down? This is a cut-in camp. Can we improve it? We can, but I'm just going to go ahead and demolish, because this isn't a great place for logging. Keep improving this quarry. There's our carpentry. Does that mean I got the kilns? No, not yet. There's our stonemason, and they're probably researching it right now. What's this indicator? Guardians of Knowledge. Yep. Political alliance. The spiritual company believes that it has enough common interests with the maritime faction to propose a political alliance. However, it's not too late to intervene. Intercede in favor of the alliance. We'll do this. Alright, I'm going to demolish this farm because I kind of want my farming to be over here. Okay, we've got plenty of gold right now. So I'm gonna get the new stuff going. Want to make sure I'm fairly set on all my base resources. Just looking at this, because I want to keep improving this. Can we actually go to level 6 quarries now? We're probably going to need some new resources, aren't we? Yep, we're going to need charcoal and... Yep, it's a whole thing. But we've got the charcoal kiln research now. Yep. Okay, you're out of resources. You can go ahead and demolish you. I don't need you there anymore. Alright, let's try to get some cultural buildings going. If we can. Yep, so... let's start with the Hotel Particular. And I'm gonna build that out here. And this is another farm I'm gonna demolish. So we can build the city out in this direction. Yep. Don't want to hurt my food cause too much. Cerise and talcum. I'll keep bringing these guys kind of up this direction. I think we're okay. Prison. Why not? So we'll need the bank, the cathedral, and the academy. Bank, cathedral, and academy. Okay, we can start making lime and charcoal. Okay. This to level 5 at least. Where you at? Okay, let's demolish that. And let's iron we're doing okay on. Let's switch this one to stone. Okay, let's get the bank built. Ooh. Can I slide it in right here? It's very close, but I'm gonna have to kind of hop over here. Another one. Gonna demolish that and just move it over into where my other cut-in camp is. Speaking of which, are you at level 5? Yes. Production, let's do another cut-in camp kind of in the same area. Maybe over this way. Okay, so food-wise, how are we doing? 200 extra, and I can keep upgrading this one farm. If I have enough wood. Okay. The faction, King's Army, has informed you that it has a new request. Activate the know-how distillation. Yeah, why not? Activate the know-how printing. Interesting. Oh, this one. Okay. Yep. I'll take it. I don't have gold, apparently. Got more faction requests. Vote for the law, small appetites. Huh. So I have to click them to see what they're called. Alright, well, I'll let that one sit for a bit. Sorry. Promote the decree chores. I think I know how to do that. Chores. We're gonna need some money. We're running low on wood, and that's almost certainly due to the charcoal kiln. We've got a lot of requests going on here. Yep. So, where's our cut-in camp? No research in progress. Yep. Let's do rivets. And then let's do cut-in camps again. Political House of Wonders. I mean, maybe eventually. So there's a lot of requests coming in that I seem to have not been prepared for. Be interesting to see how this goes. So you're at level 6 now. Yep, accept the proposal. I'll accept this. Fatal blow. A body covered in bruises and contusions was found unconscious near a brothel. A few hours later, the victims succumbed to their injuries. They were quickly identified as belonging to the King's army. Make the investigation a priority. For some reason, Spiritual Company won't like that, and I'll lose their trust. Everyone's trust goes up if I close the investigation. Alright. Why not? Weird. Okay, so we're running low on sand, and that's going to be a critical issue. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, so we have no sand right now. Okay. I'd prefer to have 3. Yeah, let's go over here. There's a lot of clay over here as well. Any other critical resources we're in danger of running out of? Iron, maybe? Okay, let's check our iron production. Oh yeah, we don't have an iron mine right now. Switch to gold. Let's get these quarries leveled. This one can't go to 5 because we need more sand. Okay, we've got 3 level 6 cutting camps, and that should catch us up on wood production. At least I hope so. I guess the only thing I can do here is ignore their concerns. That's unfortunate. I don't have enough resources. But they were really high trust, so that's generally okay, actually. Okay, any other issues I need to fix? So let's go back to our cultural. Let's put in a cathedral. Alright, I want to boost safety and health. No, safeties we're doing okay. Let's boost health. Yep. That'll do. I guess that's the only thing I can do. Okay, I've got the hotel particular. Need more sand. Okay, we've also got some buildings shutting down. Yep, let's demolish this. Also, do I not have research going on? Yep. So let's get some better mines. And gold beaters and forges. Brickworks and tileries. And rivets. Okay. Okay, exchange request, enter into negotiations, finalize. Yep. Yeah, it's being a pain to try and keep up with all the necessary all the necessary resources, but let's get the academy going here. I need 700 gold to get another trade route unlocked. Okay, food-wise, still fine. Is this level 4? Is that max? I mean, it's the max I've got right now. I'll accept. Okay, so I've got 6 cut-in camps at level 6, and we can go to level 7, apparently. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I want to get my quarries up. Okay, let's take a look at our research. Cut-in camp and quarry to level 6. Yep, then let's get everything else leveled up. Small mine. I can upgrade my mines to level 3 now, right? So where are my mines? Okay, stone. It looks like I should look into my stone production. Well, these guys are improving. You're at level 6 already. So, hang on. Do we really only have one iron mine? Yeah, so let's get that fixed. There's a good solid source of iron. And then I was looking at stone, right? And we'll demolish that. Wood, we've got 3 at level 6. That's perfect. Stone, 3 at level 5, so we do want to get them to level 6, but we're okay as is. Sand. We're getting them improved. Clay. We can definitely improve these to... Well, let's actually... I'm not sure it's worth it. I'll find another place for that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and improve this one when we have a chance. Okay, I'm gonna unlock some more trade routes because we do earn coins from them. Yeah, so stone-wise, it'd be nice to get some quarries to level 6. Hang on, so 1, 2. Have I built my tier 1 for all factions? I have. So it's time to think about tier 2 then. Okay, so we can go to level 7 cutting camps and probably quarries as well. Yep. We're gonna stay at level 6 for the moment. Okay, we've got a fire. Not much I can do about that. Okay. Let's do a chapel. Okay, so we definitely need to boost belonging. And I'm gonna say health. Probably safety as well. I want to do the House of Wanderers. Okay, we can get mines to level 4 now. Okay, so where's that one mine? Oh, well, it's not even at level 2. Okay, going in here. Iron. Don't need you. Okay, you're under construction, you're full. Okay, gold. some more lime. Let's get you to level 6. So that should be all stone to level 6, I think. What are my goals here? Build the trade palace, improve this, 403 books, or 403 bricks, 302 lime. So we're on track, we just need to actually save some money. They want me to promote the decree chores. Too many people disagree with it. Okay, well, we'll wait on that. Okay, banquet. I'll accept the invitation. No reason not to. Improve this mine. Gold, iron. Improve. So I think we're doing okay on our base ones. Let's look at our quarries. I could use another clay quarry, but they're both at level 6. Yeah, production. Let's get another small quarry in for clay. This seems to be a great place for it. It's the outside of swamp. Doesn't really show me where the swamp is, but yep, I'll take this as good enough. Okay. We've got a wonder. Let's search it. Okay. Trying to make sure I have a decent number of trade routes. One more lime. Okay, we've got an epidemic. And we've got an accident. A member of the Maritime Company has been the victim of a tragic accident. A public funeral will be held as soon as the embalmers have completed their work. Yes, I'll attend. I'll attend. No downside there except for the money I had to spend on it. Okay, who's out? Let's give it a try to level 6 and see if that gets us anything there. Or to level 7, I should say. Hopefully it will. Okay, still don't have tier 2 here. Could do tier 2 education. Okay, so that's boosting scholarship. Let's boost health. Then we've got some more issues. Oh, we've got that one. I mean, we're doing okay. Barely. Okay. I'll be so happy once I can put the things that put resources back on the map so I don't have to keep rebuilding all of these things. But in the meantime, let's focus on getting our... Well, I guess we're letting the investigation run its course because I don't have enough money. Alright, that wasn't the ideal one. Okay, so what will it take to level this up? We need 302 and 403. Okay. I should focus on leveling up some of my production buildings. How am I doing food-wise? We're doing great. Yeah, so let's go in and let's see if we can't get some of these leveled up. Not sure why I have 3 gold beaters. But I want to improve my production chains overall, so getting these manufacturers higher level will be good. Of course, it's going to take away from the lower level resources, which means they'll run out quicker. So hopefully I'm not screwing myself over. Research. Gold beater forge. Rivets. And is that as far as I can take the research here? Charcoal kiln, have we already researched it? Oh no, yep. Yep, I think we've already researched charcoal kiln. I need to upgrade lime kiln. Oh, you're about done. Yep, it's the same building. Okay, yep, so it was kind of a waste to upgrade that to level 6. That's okay. We've got plenty of clay over here. Do I have two proletarians side by side? How did that happen? I don't remember doing that. Oh well. House of Wanderers, let's get that in. Okay, this is boosting equity, let's boost health. Need my garrison of knights. Okay, accept the invitation, I think is what we're doing to this wedding. Can I really not go to Lime level 2? Oh no, it's being researched. Yeah, it's being... Okay, there we go. Okay. This one's nearly empty. Could do the brewery. Or the powder factory. Okay. Yep, this time we're good. Oh, I don't have enough money to demolish it. We really are putting ourselves in a spot here. Go ahead and harvest me some sand. I'll accept this. Reassure them. Yeah, so this is getting pretty tricky, but I think that's where I'll stop. So I've made some upgrades to my production chain, but I'm gonna have to just keep moving. I think I need to just focus on getting my cultural buildings in, letting my resources build up for a bit, rather than making sure that I keep upgrading all of these resource chains. This is at level 4 now. Yeah, so we haven't made much progress toward our new goals, which are dynasty building to level 10, 4 different production buildings to level 6, trade palace, 3 trade routes, specialize 2 trading posts, build the Magnus Concilium. Yep, so I've got some things to do here. Alright, well, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.